And I'm back. Sorry. Hello everyone, welcome. Today I'm going to try out using the camera here. See if I can get this adjusted a little bit better. Yeah, that's not very well adjusted, is it? There we go. That's better. Make sure to put it in that position. So, today I'm going to do sort of a Christmas special. So I got this camera. It's the first thing. Second thing I got is, you can't see it obviously, but my TH8A shifter down here for my Thrustmaster wheel. I've already tried it out a little bit today. I can tell you right now, I love it. It's awesome. But before we get started today, what I want to do is just check if my audio is working. Because that's actually one more thing I got, is these headphones with a microphone, which is cool. So now I can use my headphones while I'm doing this. So let's just see if this is working. Well, it looks like it's working, so let's get started. So, what I was thinking is I'd first do a little run with the TH8A shifter. I'll do an online race. How about? Hopefully I can find a car with a manual gearbox. So, strap my seatbelt in here so you can see. Let's see what there is. A lot of track days. It's hard to find an actual, like, legit race. Let's see, what's this? Oh, a DTM race. Why don't I do that? I don't know, which car should I pick? Why don't I do... I'll do the BMW, because why not? And they had the traction control on, which is weird. I don't know why they had traction control on, but whatever. I mean, these cars were high-tech. I don't think they actually had traction control, but I'm pretty sure they had ABS, at least. In real life, if I remember right. So you can see, I can get my gloves on. Ooh. Alright. Actually, probably shouldn't get my gloves on yet, because it's hard to operate the buttons on the PlayStation while doing that. What I should do eventually, this would be really cool, is to do a pedal camera, put the camera down like where my feet are here, and show like heel and toe downshifts and do some cool stuff like that. I should do that for a future video. So, I don't really have any setup for this car, so I'm kind of going into this unknown. I also don't really know anybody in this room, but it could be a really fun race. It could go not very good. It kind of depends. So let's see. Where do I have my field of view? Yeah, I want to put it for race cars. I want to put it on 42. For road cars, I have it on 48. Now I gotta tell you, I do have a clutch problem. As you can see, if you look at my clutch meter here, I push in the clutch the full way, and I let out, but there's still a little bit of clutch. Obviously, the car will still go, it'll still run the same. The engine just doesn't run quite as smoothly. So let's go here. That car sounds really good. I can turn traction control off still. squirrely. Ooh, a lot of entry oversteer. Probably my bad heel and toe. It's part of the problem. That was the game. I don't know, they kind of had a little bit of a glitch. Oh, it's really bouncy. Really bouncy. The tires are really heating up badly. So why don't we return the pits here? So we got a few people joined here. I got 203.8. I'm sure everyone can beat that. That's not a very good time. I still need to work on driving with the shifter. Let's see what I can do. I'm going to raise the the tire temps, tire pressure, sorry. I'm on 25. See, my mic is still on. Okay, just making sure. So far this is working out really good. I'm gonna actually find some people to invite, because I didn't really invite anybody. Look at my broadcast settings, I'll be right back. Invite players to broadcast. Yes, I want to do that now. Let's see. Alright, so I invited some people. Let's see, the race should be starting pretty soon. Of course, my camera's covering up my time. So you can't actually see how much time I have left. Let's see if I click on that. Technically I have 0 minutes. Let's monitor somebody else. Just to see. Sometimes I like to see what other people are doing. Nah, he's already in the pits. I'm gonna say, one thing I don't care for is I've missed, like, even if you miss, like, 5 shifts, the transmission, like, blows up and you can't drive it anymore, which I think is kind of ridiculous. Like, I've seen, like, you ever seen a star on the reasonably priced car on Top Gear? Like, you'll see them miss, like, 5 shifts within a lap, and the transmission doesn't just blow up. I mean, obviously, it's not good for the transmission, but it doesn't blow the transmission up if you miss shift, like, 5 or 6 times. But, obviously, you just turn mechanical damage off to fix the problem. Or you just get the shifts right the first time. Which, you know, I'm working on that still. I adjusted the throw, and I haven't had as much of a problem with the shifter. You can plug it into your computer, download some software, and actually adjust how far the throw is on the TH8A shifter. I thought that actually helped a little bit. I didn't notice a huge difference, but it was a noticeable enough difference to where I could actually tell that I was not mis-shifting as much. I could shift a little bit quicker, I think. So, alright, when are we going to get started with the race? I'm going to vote to skip the session here. The visibility out of this car is really good, just kind of bringing it up out of nowhere. Alright. Looks like we're starting. Maybe. Or no, wait, is this... Nope, yep, we are. I don't know how to do starts. I might mess this up completely, because I don't know how to do it with the shifter. It worked! And 6 laps here. I already missed a shift. Yikes, don't panic. Ooh, it hopped a little bit.
Darn. Misshifted it again. We're down to second instead of third. Wasn't thinking. Oh, no, 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 no. This car's really bouncy. I need to adjust the setup. And my driving style a little bit too. Not going aggressive enough. I don't know, as badly as he went off, I wanna... That did not end well. Nah, he let me catch up to him. I still need practice with this shifter. Has got bouncing and understeer, not a good combo. I just can't catch him, he's too fast. No, 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 no. Not again. I can't shift into 6th gear there. I thought I could. spun it. Darn. I'm still learning how to drive this with the shifter. I'm learning where I can push and where I can't. Oh man, my rear tire is just hot now. Don't shift into sixth. Bink. Wow. This car's really bouncy. I'm not really sure if I'm a fan of it. First, okay, here's my racing driver excuses for being a second a lap slower than he was. Well, the car was too bouncy. I still haven't perfected my shifting skills, and I just was still trying to see where I could push. I was pushing too hard, too. That's part of the issue. So, there you go. Racing driver excuses out of the way. Let's see if I can find a race that good again. That'd be great. I just need to work on my driving a little bit. What's this? Machina 1. Oh, there's a password. Let's see. I wonder if there's anybody else who's my friend that's playing Assetto Corsa. I can set up a room. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Let's see. That doesn't look like anybody else is. No, I don't think they are. Darn. Well. Yeah, there's too many weird, like, mess-around rooms, and I understand those can be fun sometimes, but, like, sometimes I want to have a serious race as well. I wonder what this is. I'm just gonna see any sort of, like, legit, what looks like a legit race. Oh, it's GT3. I want to practice my shifting skills a little bit. Wonder what this is. It might be a legit race. I don't know. Sort of hard to find one. I got 1 more minute left, so we gotta go quickly if we're gonna do something. All right. Drive it. We'll do Skyline. There you go. It's a Japanese car. I like the Skyline GTR. I was having a lot of fun with this earlier today. The car sounds amazing. You hear the crackles and you hear the turbocharger just whoosh. It's a cool sounding car. I like it. It's a fun car to drive as well.
Okay, so here we are. Take my tire pressures down. They usually have them too high. I know in a real car you have like at 30 psi usually, 30, 35. But in the game you have to have it lower, which is strange. But this sound is priceless. No traction control. Who needs that? It's for the weak. Forgot how tight this corner was. Ooh, a hard downshift. My bad, sorry. Sorry, Skyline. $160. Oh my, this thing's fast. Jeez. Another bad downshift, sorry. Dude, what the heck? I keep having a bad habit of downshifting really hard. Darn.
So the server, what was it called? I'm sorry, I kind of forgot what it was called. I can rewind my live stream so I can tell you what my server is. Let's see, what was it called? Let me go back. Makina 1 is what it was called. And it currently has 5 people in it. It'd be hard for me to send an invite from here, but I'll go out and send an invite. What's your gamer tag? Do you want me to send you a friend request first, before... Oh. I don't believe it is cross-platform. Are you on the Xbox then, I take it? Where is it? Wait, let me go back. I think I passed it. Yeah, there it is. Oh, I can't. The race is already in progress. Oh well. Oh. I see. I was thinking about getting a PC sometime in the distant future. Yeah, it's kind of hard to find a room. I think what I'm actually going to end up doing... Why don't I do a race weekend with AI? Just for fun. Let's see, what car should we do? I want to do something cool. Let's see. Do it E30 M3. Why not? Because, yeah. Put alien AI. There's an opponent aggression function which I didn't actually know about. We'll just leave that at 20%. We'll do a single make race. How about how many opponents? We can do 15 different opponents. Why not just keep it at that? We'll do a 10-minute qualifying session, or do 7 minutes actually. Don't want to make it too long. And we'll do a 4-lap race at Imola. Keep track on fast. You could do a green track and like make it work in, but I'd rather just keep it on fast. Turn tire blankets off. Yeah, we'll just keep some of that stuff as it is. I just want to see how I do here. It'll give me good practice with driving with the shifter. Well, here we are.
We'll keep the semi-slick tires on it. I usually turn them down. I think we'll just keep, why don't we just keep it at 26, actually? I think it'll probably be warm enough. If they get too cold, then we'll fix that problem. Keep this at 40. Overall, I like the way the car drives. It's got light steering. It's not, maybe not quite as quick as I'd like it to be in terms of the steering ratio, but it's not a bad car. I like it overall. Should have kept it in second, I think. Ooh, yikes. Now I don't have any time to qualify. Why don't I restart that? I apologize for restarting, but now I can't. Obviously, if that was a real race, I couldn't do that, but I want to at least get a chance at qualifying so I'm not at the very back. Wouldn't be a very interesting race, would it? That corner's tricky to get right.
dang, I broke too late. It's part of the issue. Also missed a gear. Hey, that corner's tricky too. Darn. Ah. No way. First? I think I have one more time to get one more lap in here. Darn, I'm slowing down here. A little bit of showboating there. On accident. Crossed the line for a 2:15.3. Car's not the fastest thing in the world, but it's a fun little car to drive. Fun little sedan. I think it's got 4 doors. Could be wrong, I don't remember. $215.3. Let's see. What other times are there? 216.7, 216.7, 216.8. Wow, these Alien A aren't as competitive as I thought they'd be. This might not be that interesting of a race. I thought they'd be a lot more competitive than they were. A lot of times Alien A are pretty fast. So they've done quite a few tweaks in the recent past, and I think they've slowed them down a bit. Maybe a bit too much. And it always depends what class, too. Some classes are really fast, others, they're sort of fast. Like, these people, like right now, these guys, like these Alien AI, are pretty much the equivalent of, you know, maybe a really good rookie at driving. Like a 216.7, yeah. I'd say a pretty good driver could get that, would be about that time. Maybe a lower-end amateur, higher-end rookie. We're gonna start here in a second? Alright, skip session. Yes, I want to skip the session. Okay. It's a lot easier to do starts. Oops, missed the shift there. Cost me a little less than a tenth of a second, though. Not that bad. That was bad. On the final lap, see what we can do. That corner is just whoa. I cannot get that right. Lost a second there. That was onto a lap record as well. Darn. Well, the last lap it was like a 2:16.8. What are the fastest laps of other cars? Oh, well, I won it by like 6.3 seconds, so 6.4. It wasn't actually that hard though. Some of the fastest laps in the races were like high 2:16s, which was like my worst lap overall. When I messed up that last corner like really badly. So
see what else we can do. We've been live streaming for an hour. So, what else should we do here? See if there's any good online races. There just isn't any good online races, which is kind of the issue. Maybe this one will be okay. No, well, there's a password, so no. Could make my own. Let's see. It doesn't look like anybody else is playing Assetto Corsa. Let me look here. Nobody else is. That's kind of the problem with Assetto Corsa. It's the only problem with Assetto Corsa is that nobody plays it. Everything else about this game is brilliant. It's just sublime. Like, the physics engine is sublime, I think. Like, I played Project Cars 2 and Gran Turismo Sport, and honestly, they feel good, but not as good as this. They still have problems. Like, Project Cars 2, when I was playing it, like, the rear tires wanted to lock up before the fronts, which is just not realistic. Like, unless you're in a go-kart, because it doesn't have any front brakes, but I don't know, there's some other weird things about Project Cars 2. You know, you could, I mean, if I adjusted the brake bias properly, and I did, you know, adjust the force feedback appropriately, the game did actually feel pretty good. It's just, you'd have to do that for every single car. You have to really go through it. And it would be fun once you did, but the other problems were, the game wanted to bounce around too. It was really bouncy. The cars just bounced way more than they should have, I thought. And it was also interesting, like, when I'd get into an opposite lock, it would be really easy to correct it. It would be really easy to counter-steer, but to try and steer out of the slide, it was impossible. The car would bounce back into another slide, no matter, like, what I did with the gas pedal. It was ridiculous. That was one problem with drifting. On snow, it wasn't as bad, but it still did it on snow, which is, that's ridiculous. But Project Cars 2 is still fun, though. I've had some fun career mode races. You should go watch those videos when you're done watching this. Let's see. You know, I don't know what I want to do. I'd love to do a fun race online, but it just isn't anything here. Create one. Why not? The last race I tried to set up was a Super Trofeo race, apparently. So long ago, I don't even remember doing it. Do like a 10-minute qualifying session. Not 12 laps, we'll do like 5. Because nobody has any attention span. What cars should I use? Ooh. That is the question. I wanted to do something with the shifter. Why don't we could do like a Ferrari. Yeah, you can use, there we go. We should use these cars. Anyway, get rid of all these Lamborghini Huracan Super Trofeo cars. Every other car will be like, they'll all be the same. It'd be hard to distinguish them. If anybody else wants to join this room, if you're on PlayStation 4, you can join that. Let's see, what track should we do? Something very Italian. Why don't we do... I just did Mugello, so I'd rather not do Mugello. Something I haven't done. Did Imola already.
could do Monza, but I'm not a big Monza person. Volunga, I like Volunga. Or, I'm probably mispronouncing that, but... This allowed tires out. This should be a feature on more racing games. Because on Project Cars 2, I swear, when I'm racing, every single time I'll put half a tire off, or one tire, and it'll give me a penalty. And it doesn't even matter. Like, even if I'm not cutting the corner, even if I just drive off the track, like if I make a mistake and I go wide, it'll still give me a penalty, which is ridiculous. And Gran Turismo Sport's just as bad, if not worse, online. It's like, I get a 10-second penalty if somebody else runs into me, or whatever. Like, the penalty system on this is just brilliant. Like, I've never seen... And again, I feel like there's other things. I mean, there's definitely things on racing games that they could learn from each other, but that's one thing that I think Assetto Corsa did get right was the penalties. Let's see, what else is there? I think I pretty much got this. All right, we'll create. This could go really badly wrong, or there could be plenty of people that want to join. I hit create. Or did it not want to create? We'll do light fog. Why not? And then try to create again. It didn't let me create it. Let me try again. Oh, man. Try that. Okay, now let me create it. Thank you. Can invite some friends here, too. Let's see. That is just the problem. There is really nobody that plays this anymore, apparently. Well, I've actually had a few people that did, but they're not on right now, sadly. So, I'll select some friends that play Assetto Corsa. Alright, so, without further ado, let's go. Alright, so here we are. Some semi-slick tires on this car. Turn tire pressures down a little bit so I can get some heat in them. It's basically what I normally do. And there's nobody else left. So, you know, while we're waiting for some people to join here, I'm going to take a restroom break, so then I'll be right back.
So I'm back. Let's see if anybody's actually joined. Nope. This might not go very well. Whatever. So while we're waiting, I was thinking that I could just do some hot laps here. Valunga's a fun track. It's not super. There's not super amount of super amount. Sorry, I don't know. How do I say this? There's not that many. There's not that much elevation change on the track, but it is still a fun track. Like, you do get some interesting camber changes in corners and whatnot. They're kind of fun. Some bank corners. Now, let's see. I got this on 44. I think we'll take this back to 48. Let's just see. Yeah, not sure if I like the cockpit view with this, but the turbo. These headphones are amazing. You can hear every little sound, like the turbo. You can hear the shifter clicking. It's really cool. You can feel the turbo come in after $7.5 grand. Actually, I can feel it come in before that. The brakes have a lot to be desired. They're not super great. It's fun to kind of just click through the gears. That did not make a good sound. I went from, I think, instead of hitting, what did I do? Yikes. That, I broke the Ferrari is what it did. Yeah, I broke it. Oh my. Instead of going from fourth, or from fourth to fifth, I think I went from fourth to first. Or did I go from second to first? I probably went from, yeah, I went from second here. Instead of going into third, my hand decided to go in the first. Yeah, that's never a good thing. That's blah. That's actually a little scary. The noise it made. The oh, well, there goes my transmission. And I looked down, it was in first. I'm like, oh, yikes. Let's restart the session here, because I can hear the clicking of the gears when I click the shifter into certain positions. It's really fun and kind of cool to listen to. Alright. So restart the session. It's hard to get the car going.
Oh, heard the turbo wastegate pressure change there. Wait a minute, I forgot to turn the mic on there, sorry. Yeah, basically, I don't see anybody joining. I think I'm just gonna quit here. I tried. But it doesn't seem like anybody's really wanting to have a serious race right now. Which, yeah, you know, it happens. So, I'm thinking that today I'll wrap up. I'll definitely have another video tomorrow. But overall, the shifter is awesome. I'm really impressed with it. It has a very mechanical feeling to it. I like it overall. It's a lot of fun too. It certainly beats the paddles, I think. In terms of how much fun it is. It's obviously not as fast. Like, I'm probably half a second, maybe a second slower at some points, especially when I'm trying to race really hard and focus. It's tricky when you also have to shift gears at the same time and concentrate. It's a different experience, and I'm certainly going to have to get used to it before I'm really good with it. Hopefully I'll get there eventually. Overall, I do want to end with talking about one more thing, and that's the bonus pack 3 for Assetto Corsa, which I'm really pumped for. It's going to have Laguna Seca, which is the first non-European track on the game. All the other tracks, if you look at the track list here, I'll just show you the track list. So we have Barcelona, Black Cat, which is obviously fake. Brands Hatch, Highlands, also, I think, well, sort of fake. Imola. Basically, they're all European tracks, which, if you're going to pick a continent to put tracks on, obviously Europe is the continent to do it. But it would be cool to see some American tracks, and I'm really pumped, you know, because I am an American. I do want to see Laguna Seca on the game. And it's already come to the PC. That'll be a lot of fun. Also, there's also a lot of cool cars as well. They also had the Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio, which is a fantastic car. Motor Trend really liked it. They also have another car that I'm just as excited for, which is the Huracan Performante. They also had an old Alfa Romeo, which I forgot the name of. And they had a few other cars. They also had the Maserati Quattroporte. I think it's the new one. They had a few other cars. But those were basically the ones I was kind of interested in. It'll be really interesting to see how some of the cars on this game line up with some of the Motor Trend times. That'd be really cool. And I want to see how close I can get to some of Randy Pope's times, because he is a phenomenal driver. There are lots of cars that I've seen on Motor Trend. I'd like to point out a few maybe that I could do. I could do the BMW M4. You know, the Corvette C7 Stingray was on there. I'm not going to point out every single car. Obviously, the Ferrari 458 would be interesting to see that. McLaren P1, Porsche 918. It'd be even interesting to test a LaFerrari, which hasn't been tested on Motor Trend, but it'll be interesting to see how it stacks up against the other two cars at Laguna Seca. I'm also sort of pumped, because, yeah, I have driven other games with Laguna Seca on them. Gran Turismo 6 and Project Cars 2. But I don't think the track model was 100% on any of those games. And from what I'm looking at on this, on Assetto Corsa, their version of it, it looks brilliant, honestly. I've looked at the laser scan version and other videos where people have gotten it on PC. It looks pretty amazing. So I'm really pumped for that. I hope it comes soon for console. They said they were trying to shorten the amount of time between the PC release dates for DLC and the console release dates, and hopefully, they said they were hopefully eventually going to get those times to pretty much be non-existent. So,
overall, just hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, hopefully tomorrow, and thanks.